Good morning out there, ladies and gentlemen. Alan D9jsports. Hey, we're right back at it with our morning drive. It's Memorial Day, and we're going to be driving on, ladies and gentlemen. Hope everybody's doing okay out there. Make sure that you're safe wherever you're at, wherever you're traveling. Everybody's going to be hitting the road, headed back home after the day. So let's make sure that we're safe out there. Hope you guys are enjoying being with your family. Hey, barbecuing. Hey, getting on the water, riding the jet skis and the boats. Hey, have a good time, ladies and gentlemen, but make sure the number one thing is we want to be careful as we head back home. So let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, the Indianapolis 500. Yeah, they run it every year, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm here to tell you yesterday was an exciting race with Alex Palou winning the race yesterday afternoon. Hey, he won it on the last lap under caution, but I'm telling you, the young man got the job done. It was an incredible race, but to start the race off, the GOAT himself, well, the football GOAT, Tom Brady. He was in his car. No, he did not. He did not. He did not ride in the race, but he was out there on the track in his car, and he looked incredible, ladies and gentlemen. Just another one of the advantages you have from being one of the greats. So let's get into the race. Let's talk about it. Some of the things that I saw in the race were incredible, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, I hate to say this, but I like the crashes. I like to see the crashes, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I don't want anybody to get hurt, but that's, to me, it's exciting. Some of the racers, ladies and gentlemen, when the race started, there was one guy, he didn't make it through the first lap, ladies and gentlemen. He was out of the race. He was out of the race before it even got started. And you know that it has to be heartbreaking, ladies and gentlemen, after you put in all of that work and then you do not get to run in the race. We saw a lot of things going on. Hey, some of the things, let's talk about some of the incredible things that we see. Hey, when they come in the pit road, ladies and gentlemen, 9-10 seconds. If that's a little bit long, 10 seconds. And they get filled up with gas and they head out, get 4 tires changed. So what about you when you go to the local store to get you some gas? How long does it take you, ladies and gentlemen? Is it chaos? No, it's not chaos like on pit road. You saw some rookie drivers, ladies and gentlemen, that first time coming in. Saw one guy even crash into some of his pit crew workers, ladies and gentlemen. You had one car catches on fire in the pit, and that was devastating to that young man because he was doing an incredible job during the race. So I want you to just think about it. Now, for myself, I love muscle cars. I love muscle cars. To be honest with you, I'm a Mustang fan, and most of you know me. I drive a 5.0, one of the California specials, ladies and gentlemen. And for me, hey man, with 485 horsepower, it'll get up and go. But not compared to those Indy cars, ladies and gentlemen. I would think that my top speed would be around 170 miles an hour. That's if I wouldn't drive it that fast. But those Indy cars, 200 plus miles an hour for 500 miles, ladies and gentlemen, that's incredible. And just think about how light those cars are. How light, like when the one guy came in the pit road and slammed into his teammates, his car went against the wall. About 5 of them picked the car up and slid it over. They can take that car and they put new tires on it. They even took the front off and put a new front on it. So that's incredible to see how they do that, ladies and gentlemen. So kudos goes out to all of the teams in pit row. Those pit row workers, ladies and gentlemen, they're a part of the team. And it was exciting last night. Yesterday afternoon was definitely exciting. And some like Mario Andretti, you remember him, one of the all-time greats. His guy crashed his car, and that's crazy because you remember back in the day when you would get up and there wasn't but a few channels on, but you would watch the Indianapolis 500 and you see Mario Andretti, and man, he could handle that car, but he's not out there on the track, and it was a shame to see one of his guys crash his car and didn't make it through. The Indianapolis 500. It's great, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, to watch those cars go around there, just think, they're traveling like that over 200 miles an hour, and they're switching lanes, and there's just a little bit of space in between each one of them, and they're still able to maneuver their way around. And a lot of times some of them don't crash out. So just think about that. You're going 85 miles an hour. Well, some of you know you're breaking the law, but you know what I mean. You're going 85, 90 miles an hour and you got all this space to get around another car. Not these, ladies and gentlemen. They're 200 plus miles an hour, and they're able to maneuver those cars and get those cars around. So once again, shots out goes to Alex Palou and his team. I know they're excited. He was at the basketball game last night after he had won the race. He came out onto the court. So once again, kudos goes out to him. So let's keep this thing moving, but I'm going to need you to hit that like and hit that subscribe button as and come on, we should be able to get the likes up. We should be able to get the likes up, and hey, get those subscriptions up, man. We're over 15,000. We want to get up before the week's over. We want to get up to about 16,000, and we want to keep this thing going. Okay, so let's go on out to the NBA. The NBA, the Eastern Conference Finals. The New York Knickerbockers down by two games to none to the Indiana Pacers. It was a great game. And down the stretch, the New York Knicks. Hey, and down the stretch, they got the job done with Jalen Brunson on the bench. They came back from a 20-point deficit. And they had to come back because they went down 3 games to none. You already know it would have been a wrap. But hey, they kept fighting. They proved that they are a team that's resilient. They are resilient, and I will give kudos out to Carl Anthony Towns, as they call him, Big Cat. Hey, man, he showed out last night. He played some basketball last night. When they needed him to do his thing, he done it. And remember, Jalen Brunson had 5 fouls, but Carl Anthony Towns was shooting them trays on him. And at one time, Carl Big Cat went down through the lane, and boom, he slammed it home. So the New York Knicks are back in this thing. They're back in this thing. And I'm telling you, man, the Indiana Pacers, I thought the Indiana Pacers was going to sweep them. But, hey, man, this could be the change that the New York Knicks definitely needed. Definitely needed. And let's talk about the Minnesota Timberwolves. Day before yesterday, they got off of the snide, and they won their game. Anthony Edwards, Ant-Man, proved that, hey, he can play some basketball. I still don't he's one of the best three-point shooters. He took more three-point shots during the season just about than anybody. And he connects on them. But, hey, down the stretch, man, I'm telling you, they're going to have to get it together because I promise you, that was just one of those games, man, because Shea Nim, they jumped out on Shea Nim. And I think Shea Nim they're a young team. And Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, they're going to be ready to play in the next basketball game. So Ant-Man, man, you're going to have to do it. You and your guys are going to have to be ready to play some ball because the Shea Gilgeous-Alexander and them are not going to go away. I look for them to come out and be on top of their game the next time they take the court. And we're going to see. So basketball winding down, but this is about the time of the season, ladies and gentlemen, the Eastern Conference Finals, the Western Conference Finals, where you see things in basketball are getting exciting. You know, the 82-game stretch is something, and especially like nowadays, half the players don't play half the time. But now it's getting exciting, so we're looking forward to that. We're definitely looking forward to it, and we're going to see what's going to happen. My early on prediction is I'm going to say SGA and his gang is going to end up playing the Indiana Pacers, and I think that SGA and his team will win it all. That's what I think. I mean, I like Tyrese Halliburton and his crew, and then in the Apples, the Indiana Pacers and Pascal Siakam and all those guys. But I think that in the end, it's time for a change, ladies and gentlemen, and the young breed. The young breed. Can they do it? Can they get it done? Or can the Indiana Pacers, get there and win it? And I'm sure Reggie and them are they're all excited. You see the Knick players and all those guys, those former greats. They're watching the basketball games, hoping that they can root their team on and that their presence will give the guys a little bit of momentum to be able to get the job done. NBA, ladies and gentlemen. We got Indy and NBA. So let's keep this thing rolling. So if you guys watch my channel, and I'm sure you do, you know I done a short video and a long video. Well, not too much longer, but about MJ and coming back and critiquing LeBron James. So I've been getting, comments and stuff about, hey, man, MJ is not the GOAT. And people writing these comments, just some of them are just idiotic comments that don't make any sense. Okay, it's really just a matter of opinion. I know that for me, I'm going to stick to my guns. I think that MJ is the GOAT. I think that Kobe Bryant is the second closest thing to being the GOAT. And no disrespect to LeBron. LeBron's a great player, but once again, I can't understand like Rich Paul, right? If you don't say that LeBron is the GOAT, then Rich Paul, it says crazy, what I consider to be crazy stuff, about he had LeBron got it done when he was coming out of high school and he had all this pressure on him, and now in the age of social media, come on, man, that don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. To me, it doesn't make any sense about the pressure he's at. You talking about MJ, man, in a day when they didn't have social media, and he still was able to get the job done. And if you watch The Last Dance, if you watch anything, if you're old enough, MJ couldn't do anything, man. He couldn't go anywhere. He couldn't do anything, but he was still able to get the job done with one team, ladies and gentlemen, with one team. So I want everybody to continue. Hey, man, but if you got some comments about it, man, hey, go ahead and jump in the comment section, and that video is gonna continue to roll. I'm sure it is, and because it's MJ, man, and it's the GOAT, man. And when I said the thing about MJ about Coke versus Pepsi, I mean, Coke and Pepsi both are great products, but you kind of get my drift, kind of like Snickers and Baby Ruth. you get my drift. So let's keep this thing rolling. RG3 came out and apologized to Ryan Clark. Ryan Clark came out and apologized to RG3 about what he said. Well, I'm sure that his job made him do it. ESPN made him do it. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, it's just one of those things when I think that Angel Reese, the pressure's on now. You wanted all of that stuff, and you had those guys over there fighting about you. Fussing over the internet and on TV about you. And now you see what happened. Angel Reese, is always some negativity. In this case right here, I think negativity is starting not to sell because people are on to Angel Reese. So you wanted all that attention. But then now you're not getting it done on the court where you got Caitlin Clark, even though they lost day before yesterday. Hey, she was shooting some trays, man, and it was an exciting game. But hey, that's how it is, man. That's how it is. So I'm glad that those guys that Ryan Clark apologized, and hopefully we can move forward from that stuff because they're two great, incredible commentators. And once again, I love the Pivot Podcast and RG3. So we want to make sure that we stay in our lane, man. Let's stay in our lane. So once again, let's keep this thing rolling on our Memorial Day morning drive, ladies and gentlemen. Memorial Day morning drive. So let's talk a little bit about that Memorial Day and how things are. It's dangerous out there, man, but there are a lot of people out there that are having a great time, man. Great time. And that's great, man. And over the years, there are so many holidays that come up, but Memorial Day is one of those days when you get together and you kind of like the 4th of July, but you get together, man, and you have a good time. You light the pit. I know me and my brothers were together in my small circle yesterday, and I really didn't have a good day yesterday, but hey, sometimes you get around people that are close to you and they can help you make it through anything. So enjoy Memorial Day. And for those of you around the water, man, can you imagine some of those one pieces out there, guys? Oh, you better believe I can imagine some of those one pieces or some of the two pieces or some of them just the wet t-shirts, ladies and gentlemen, that are out there around that water. Once again, I'm going to need to hit that like and subscribe button. So let's keep this thing going. So LeBron James and his fans are upset about MJ's former agent saying that LeBron cherry-picked his teams and Michael probably could have won 15 to 16 titles if he would have cherry-picked his team. Well, who better qualified to say that than MJ's former agent? One of the greatest, if not the GOAT of agents, ladies and gentlemen, for the NBA. That's just it, man. Do I think Mike would have won 15? I will tell you this. If you really break it down, no disrespect to the Houston Rockets, but if MJ wouldn't have retired, they probably would. That would have been 8. If they wouldn't have dismounted the team, they probably would have got another one. That would have been 9. If he was able to cherry pick his teams and just say if he would have just some kind of way miraculously got Kobe and Shaq on his team with him and Scottie Pippen, easily 15. The way LeBron has went to team and got those. Just think if you'd have had MJ, Kobe Bryant, Dennis Rodman, Scottie Pippen, and Shaquille O'Neal. You tell me. MJ, Scottie Pippen, Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, and Dennis Rodman. You get my drift. You get my drift. Once again, this is Alan with D9jsports, man. Hey, we're going to wrap this thing up. We're going to wrap it up. And we're going to wrap it up. Hey, hit that like and subscribe button. As we wrap it up, I want to tell you, hey, now a lot of comments are, hey, as months roll on now, you got June, July, August. So you got about 95 to 100 days. And you know what time it is. Canelo, Crawford, Canelo. Hey, man, before you know it, it's going to be on, because just think, school is out. And before you know it, football season is going to be coming back around. And then you know what time it is. You know what time it's going to be. Crawford and Canelo. It's going to be exciting the closer it gets to the fight, ladies and gentlemen. I'm ready for it. I am ready for it. We're going to break that thing down. But, hey, at the end of the day, sports in America is great, ladies and gentlemen. It's great. And it gets better and better because you know what time it is, pigskin time. But fine, before I get out here, I want to tell you, you see how things work out? From all indications, Shedeur Sanders is out there in Cleveland balling out. Or did the Cleveland Browns pull a okie dokie? Did the Cleveland Browns pull a okie dokie? And before you know it, Shedeur Sanders is going to be the face of the Cleveland Browns. Oh, hey, we got a lot of stuff we're going to cover, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to come back tonight or this evening, and we're going to do another show. And, hey, keep tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Keep tuning in. And to all my subscribers out there, appreciate you. Once again, Alan with D9J Sports. Have safe travels, ladies and gentlemen. And we're definitely out on our Memorial Day drive.